What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica. It's Monday. It is Monday, almost at the end of the month, child. This morning started off crazy as hell. Just, I can't. I just want to be, I like to wake up in the morning. If you haven't been here before, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell twice so you can get a notification when I upload a video or premiere a video. I'm just saying this. I like to get up in the morning. I like minimum to no conflict about the morning. I like the morning to run smoothly. I like to get up, have my coffee, have a little CBD, something, and then just get online, check my shit, whatever. I don't like yelling. I don't like conflict. It vexes my spirit, and it does not start me off on a good foot. And I have to stop everything I'm doing, like literally stop everything. Like everything has to, if I could freeze time, goddammit, I would do it. But I do it what I'm able to control, and I freeze time and I stop, and I have to do breathing exercises because I get anxious, with a lot of confusion in the morning. I don't like to be rushed. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like I don't like to be late. I don't like to be rushed. I like to get up with ample enough time. Even if I am late, when y'all hear me say I'm running late, I'm really not running late. I'm really just a Virgo who has a time that I like to be a certain place, and I want to be there by a certain time. I'm really not late when I be like, oh, I'm late. You know what I'm saying? I just have a time that I like, and I like to be calm, cool, and collected. You understand? In the morning. So when that happens, I really have to stop everything, recenter, ground myself, because it's just not a good look. And then because I start the whole energy change, and it will turn from a category 1 to a category 4. And we don't want that in the morning. Not on a Monday morning. So I'm just saying. So I don't know what it is, but let's just have a wonderful day. A smooth, calm, peaceful, and productive day. Now, typically I will end with that, but we're going to start with that today. Last night, we saw Real Housewives of Potomac. When I come back this afternoon, you'll have Married to Medicine in the evening, so we could talk about, because I still want to watch these clips of what's her name, Heavenly, talking about Jocelyn and how beautiful she was, and she was a stallion, and how really you could see a clear evidence of how black people practice classism. I want to talk about that when we talk about Married to Medicine and the response to Jocelyn, Miss Puerto Rican Princess Jocelyn Hernandez, how she came through like she had a target and a mission. But we're gonna talk about that this afternoon, because I want to see how everything folds out. Now this, I want to see how everything folds out, because the way that Eugene and Toya responded to Jocelyn seemed like the venom she had for them was warranted. I don't know what happens, but Heavenly said that Tacky Toya, had issues with Buffy in the past. They've had confrontations. So we'll talk about that this afternoon when we get into it. So let's talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. They start off, the husbands come out, and they're all sitting there talking about, their sex. The sex talk was very awkward. It was very awkward because there's a bunch of old men that are not attractive to other women anymore. They've gotten to a point, how they say like women get to a point they're not attractive to onlookers to men anymore. This is the men on this show, is they're not attractive. So we don't want to hear anything as it relates to sex unless we're talking about Juan. And Juan don't even look like he's into it, okay? It was very awkward, just the whole sex talk. I was uncomfortable. I don't want to hear about, I just don't want to hear about it. It just wasn't. And then especially with Michael, someone who has been accused of touching somebody without their consent. I don't want to talk about sex. I don't want to talk about nothing intimate with that man sitting right there, just looking disgusting, looking guilty. I'm sorry. Y'all can say what y'all want. And everybody there, I was like, why are they talking about this? Why are they talking about this cute shit first? Let's get down to talking about what went on with Michael. And they start talking about it. Let me see if I miss anything. Yeah, Ashley talking about how her and Michael get their freak on, and how Ashley is the freakiest person in the group, and her saying that Michael has more stamina than she does, or more energy than she does. Yeah, that's why he's fucking touching everybody he comes in contact with. That's why, like, the shit that they were saying, I was like, y'all really, like, I hope that the rumors that they are not coming back are true, because it just doesn't make an environment. And I read something on what is this, Twitter, just before I hit record, and somebody said, had the person been a woman, it wouldn't be no question. Michael's ass would be off the show. So this double standard when it comes to a man touching a man, and how nobody really moves into action like if it was a woman, that's not cool. That is not cool. If he's doing something on set and thinking, like, from them talking about that, I even forgot my notepad where I had written down how convoluted the story was. That's why I'm mad, because I rushed out of the house so fast that I didn't pick up all the shit that I needed to pick up to get to where I'm going. But it's too late now. It really is not, but it's not that serious. It really isn't. But I was writing down how many instances it was, and it's been more than 2. It seems like it's been about 5 instances. And the fact that no one has said anything about what happened in season 1 and how they all saw tells me that all you motherfucking bitches can't be trusted. None of you. None of you. Because you guys are actually on this show with a man who has been accused multiple times to show a pattern of behavior. I don't trust Giselle. I don't trust Candace. I don't trust Robin. I don't trust Monique. I don't trust Karen. And I definitely don't trust Ashley. If all y'all women, yeah, I knew. Monique, did you know? Yeah, like, it was no big deal. But if he had been touching a woman, it would be a problem. Everybody would have something to say. But now it's just jokes that he may or may not be gay. And that's not cool at all. None of you bitches deserve trust from nobody. If y'all were, and even Andy was like, so there's more stories? Like, what are y'all not? And unless Andy is acting like he doesn't know, based on how he responded to them, it was like, wait a minute. So all y'all knew that he had touched some other producers? Why aren't y'all saying anything? And why are we sitting here like it's no big deal? And why is he sitting here amongst everybody like it's no big deal? Like he does not have a pattern of behavior. He does. And I'm with Robin. Why is it so bad that we can't doubt you? Who are you? You're nobody to trust in the first fucking place. Man, white businessman, you nobody to trust here. We barely trust Candace's husband. Hello? So I'm over here trying to figure out, why is he able just to sit amongst everybody? Because again, had it been 5 different instances of 5 women accusing Michael of something, he wouldn't be on no stage. Ashley and them would have been kicked off the show a long fucking time ago. And the fact that Ashley is acting like she can't understand how what Michael did is an embarrassment to her tells you more so that she's okay with what he's doing. Because one, why would I be embarrassed? Why should I be embarrassed that my husband is being accused of going around touching people without their consent? Why should I be? Bitch, are you crazy? You have to be the most craziest, stupidest scam artist I have ever met. You sitting up there acting like, and like she doesn't understand, like, why should Michael, and the angle that all the women flipped around and took, that was real smooth as shit, because y'all don't give a fuck about Ashley. Nobody does. As much venom as Ashley had for every single woman on that stage, you guys don't give a fuck about Ashley. And I would go so further to say, because y'all don't give a fuck about Ashley, why didn't y'all say anything? Because y'all don't want her to miss out on this bag? So y'all allowing producers to get felt up by this old ass dirty old man? Because that's what he is. Y'all allowing producers to get fucked up so y'all don't fuck up bags? That's why nobody takes anybody grievances seriously, because all you bitches can be balked. I'm like, this is crazy to me. And I was sitting there and I'm like, what man, one, is gonna take this motherfucking nigga to task? And I'm glad it was another white man, because the black men weren't saying anything. Juan wasn't saying anything. Juan said he didn't even want to talk about it. He got up and went to the bathroom at one point. He said, I don't even want to talk about it. Robin seemed very uncomfortable saying what she had to say. Monique seemed like she was lying about something, like she knows something else, because how in the hell is your cousin making jokes about having his ass touched by Michael? And that whole little story was so convoluted and full of lies. That's why I said, I know I said it. I don't know if anybody else said it, but Monique knows something. And that's why she been buddy up to Ashley. And even Karen said the way that Ashley finally struck at Karen, when Karen told her what she had to tell her, and she brought up, oh, I don't think that you're cheating on your husband. When she tried to do that with Karen, and Karen turned around to Monique and said, see, this is why I don't trust her with you. And if Monique didn't catch it, because Ashley, you acted like there was no problem because you felt you knew your husband didn't do it. But all of a sudden, you want your friends to come and be compassionate because you're going through a sensitive time. What is it, bitch? Are you going through a sensitive time because you're not embarrassed? So why is this a sensitive time? Because you're not embarrassed. You don't think your husband did it. He's innocent. So how is this a sensitive time for you to where people have to call you and check on you and shit? No, we're not calling you because we don't give a fuck about you. But I don't trust none of them whores on that stage. None of them. Because if everybody knew, everybody said, yeah, we knew. Andy said, another instance. And then, let me go. Let me make sure I got everything. Let me stop right here. They asked Juan, I'm going to get back to Michael and them. They asked Juan and start talking about Juan and Robin. Juan doesn't want to get married, and why do they need to get remarried? Y'all tell me, can y'all tell me the rationale of being with this man since college, okay? Being with this man since college to the NBA. You marry him. How many children do they have? 2? You marry him. He cheats on you. Y'all get a divorce. Y'all still hang around with each other. Y'all still in business with one another. You lose a bunch of money. The man kills himself. Y'all lose all your life savings. So y'all have to stay together, because separated, it doesn't make sense business-wise. On a business level, it doesn't make sense. So y'all stay together because both of y'all don't have no money because Robin done spent up all the goddamn money. Now, y'all like Juan so much that y'all like Juan so much that y'all want him to remarry and Robin to remarry each other. Someone please tell me the rationale, because you can go get some paper signed if you want somebody to make medical decisions in case you can't make one for yourself. You can go get some kind of advance directive sign that you can get that done. You don't have to get married these days, okay? So if something were to happen, because I know that James said if something were to happen to Juan, it would be a fucked up situation, because Robin would not be able to make any medical decisions or something. I think he said something to that effect. You don't have to get married to be able. I can assign someone that is not related to me at all, not married, not related, no blood, no nothing, and say I want them to make medical decisions, and sign a piece of paper and say I want them to make medical decisions on behalf of me if I'm unable to make one for myself. What else? Tell me. What else would be a valid enough reason for, besides the lie that two little boys are asking a mom and dad when they're going to get married? Girl, please, that's a lie. And Andy says, oh, well, it looks like y'all want to do it in like a year and a half. He was like, oh, we'll see. We've been talking about it. The look on Robin's face of relief because she didn't know what that man was about to say. I'm glad that that he said what he said, because she looked so relieved and so pleased that he said, well, we'll see in a year and a half. They not getting married in a year and a half. Let me tell y'all something. Robin and Juan are doing what the fuck they want to do. And that's why Robin does all that kikiing and laughing, because I would hate for a fake friend group, like I said on Twitter last night. I would hate for a woman to succumb to the pressures of a fake friend group. Because Robin ain't your, Giselle ain't your friend, Robin. You are her flunky. Let's be very clear. Because I watched the last episode, and when it was time for Robin to apologize for what she did to you, you spoke for her. She won't do it again, and she won't do it again. Right, Robin? Right, Giselle? Right. She won't do it again, right? So that shit is whack and fake. That shit is fake. You her little flunky. Whenever you see a Mean Girls or some type of show where there's a head girl and she got a stupid one that does everything for her, does all her dirty work, that's Robin and Giselle. I hate to say it. But Robin's looking around the room after Juan says they're going to get married in a year and a half. Y'all not getting married in a year and a half because neither one of y'all want to get married. Oh, she did? What was she saying about our marriage? What was she saying about our relationship? She did? What'd she say? He was shocked. Not like he was not watching in the back. They not getting married for y'all. They not getting married for nobody. And I'm with Karen and the two motherfuckers that been married the longest told y'all to do what the fuck y'all want to do. And if that means not to get married, don't get married, especially for Giselle. Giselle going back to the motherfucker who cheated on her. Y'all can't tell me. See, this is the reason. That's psychology, because nobody wants to start all over again. Nobody wants to start all over again. You see Nene remarried Greg after he did something so foul to her. You understand? Like, all this foul shit, then you run back and remarry the person. Why not be like, okay, well, we've had this history together. We're going to stay together, but I'm not going to legally bind myself to you. Fuck that. Can somebody please tell me the benefit of Robin and Juan getting remarried again? Please put it in the comments, because I don't see it. And it doesn't, the energy that they're giving you doesn't look like they're going to allow anybody to push them in a direction that they don't want to be pushed in. That's why they got them stupid ass tattoos. They doing it all for the show. Let's do it for the show. Let's get the little fake tattoos. I would have thought that they wanted to get married if both of them had a level of enthusiasm that looks like to say, hey, we want to remarry. It doesn't even make sense to me, and it doesn't look like they give a shit. And that's what it is. And I'm tired of everybody projecting their desires of marriage on Robin. Robin doesn't want it. I have never seen a woman. Let me tell you something, in the society that we live in, and how desperate a woman is to get married, or to have feel like somebody is validating her by choosing her for marriage. As fucked up as this society makes women believe that, you would think she would show a level of enthusiasm, say, oh my God, this man wants to remarry me again. I'm so happy. None at all. That makes me, and then she turned around and said, we not fucking like rabbits, we fucking like puppies. The shit don't make sense. Nothing about it makes sense. So they doing what they want to do. Stop telling this woman she wants to get married. Based on what action? Lying on the kids? This is all for y'all, so y'all can stop asking us about this. The kids are asking, when are you guys gonna get married? Nobody's asking that, Robin. Stop lying for these people, trying to make them believe that you and Juan want to get married again. Y'all do y'all relationships how y'all do y'all relationships. and stop letting society tell you how you should run your goddamn relationship. Stand in your shit. Neither one of them niggas look like they're excited about anything. We talk about it. What? Y'all talk about what? I don't want to hear Robin and Juan talk anymore about it. They asked Ray about his tax situation. How's it looking? He said it's in the rearview mirror. I said, I know that's right, Ray. Tell them, mother, I don't want to talk about it. That's why Jocelyn was talking about them taxes on the other show. How you go to a lady's house? Let me say something about Married to Medicine. How Toya go to a woman's house who is a tax preparer? Baby, I can't wait to get on Buffy's ass. Go to a woman's house. Now, when I say get on her, I can't wait to get on her because she get Toya together next week. How you go to a woman's house of a tax preparer and not expect anybody to bring up your taxes? Girl, come on. You set yourself up, and then you was really looking real thrifty. But we gonna get back to that. I can't wait. Let's see. Then they start talking about Michael. Giselle says something. She said something about Michael being cocky because he got away with his guilt. Just like the white man in the White House who, after the Mueller report, they came back with nothing. So his cocky ass took it the very next day, went and tried to bribe somebody to fix the election again, to look for some shit on Joe and Hunter Biden. You cocky in your guilt, so you go and you do it again. As many times, and people said that they've seen him. Ray said he saw him. Chris said he heard him. Chris said the same producer, the same cameraman said that Michael had touched him twice. See, the problem with men not coming forward is because, one, they get made fun of. Look at Terry Crews. That's one. Two, because they're embarrassed and ashamed. And how do you think a woman feels when somebody in a powerful position has put her in a compromising situation, and y'all want people to jump up and be like, hey, somebody touched me, and then just risk everything? Because nobody believes a woman when she tells them. Everybody, it's always doubt. And just like Ashley, and there's a lot of people who extort people too, or a lot of people who pay some folks off, like you and Michael did, because it was a claim, it wasn't a charge, it was a claim. Honey, you went on television and said you bumped up against somebody, so there was contact. And just like Andy described it, a sheepish giggle. You sheepishly giggled. I said, that's exactly what that was. A old nasty perverted, like I said, a motherfucking dry ass man standing in the park with a trench coat on. That's the way he laughed. little beady eyed motherfucking man laugh. That old nasty, like an old predator ass. I was like trying to figure out, it was like a nervous laughter. Was it nervous? And then he gonna say, oh, I'm from Australia. What the fuck does that mean? Can somebody from Australia tell me, do men walk around putting their fingers in other men's ass to show them, to say hello? Is that what they do? That's how they say hello in Australia? The men running around grabbing, putting their damn fingers in each other's asses? That's what they do in Australia to say hello? Michael, you're full of shit. Nobody believes you. Well, you know I am from another country. What the fuck does that mean? That means that y'all walk around without consent? Now, I was with Michael saying friends call friends when something bad has happened. But when y'all went to the Juan's little birthday party, and Giselle brought it up, no charges, as awkward as it was, that was her checking on you. Now, y'all innocent, though. So why should anybody call and check on y'all? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And Michael is so nasty to every single person on that stage. Him and Ashley ain't shit. They are not shit, I'm telling y'all. He said he had something nasty for Chris. He had something nasty for Candace. I don't really like to talk to Candace. And y'all wonder why Ashley and Candace can't get along? Look at how her fucking husband talks. I don't really talk to her because I don't really like talking to her. Y'all bitch don't have shit to say neither. So nobody want to talk to her. Get over then, honey. Go on. Get over, since you got somewhere to go. Trudy. Andy asked Michael, so what about these allegations? Well, first I want to say, y'all should all be ashamed of yourself. Nigga, what the fuck? Who the fuck are you talking to? We should be ashamed of ourselves? No, you should be ashamed of yourself that people out of all the husbands chose you to lie on. You the liar. Everybody else is a lie. And I'm so glad Chris told him, why is it that your word carries more weight than everybody else? Why is it that everybody on this motherfucking stage is lying but you? We all got something against Michael and Ashley. What is to gain from calling out Michael? How come 5 different instances, different people have said Michael has touched them? And they all lying and we all lying? Come on, Michael. Come on, honey. And I'm so glad a white dude told him to his face, hey, I got the phone call. I know what the fuck is up. He told me himself. Well, he's lying. Okay. Michael, shut up. And not everybody is lying. That's the thing. Do you see how easy it is for y'all to discredit people? Oh, they lying, they lying, they lying, they lying. Out of 5 people, you think all 5 people decided, or 5 different instances, you think all of them decided to say, hey, let's target Michael Darby because he has the most money on the show. Why wouldn't it? And if anybody, why wouldn't they target Juan or even the white Chris? Because black Chris and Monique, something ain't right over there, sitting in the corner over there. And I don't want them talking about their sex life either. That was so weird how Monique was like, it's been 30 days and you want to do it again. I don't know what she was talking about. I was like, that shit is weird. What the fuck are y'all talking about? It was very strange. I don't know. Maybe Monique and Chris is in the same shit that Ashley and Michael are into. Why the fuck is your cousin Monique letting Michael touch his ass? Like, what was that about? That shit was crazy as hell. The whole shit was so convoluted and weird, and it was just weird. I just said I feel like Monique is not telling the truth. Michael to Chris, look how normal you look. Like, this just nasty to everybody. Him and Ashley are a perfect couple because later Ashley starts going in on Karen. You gonna over talk Karen when she's trying to explain to you, I don't trust you, I don't trust your husband, and I'm more concerned with you than I am him. It's never been about him. It's really been about him. I'm not embarrassed. What should I be embarrassed about? But on the flip side, you want somebody to be sensitive towards whatever it is that you're going through. You're not going through anything. Y'all innocent, right? Your husband didn't even, like, I understood what they said, like, even on the news, he could have said, I apologize to my wife. This is her job. You were at her job touching people. You were at her job touching people. But somebody needs to call you and check on you. We need to check on the people you touching, motherfucker. What's wrong with you? And who the hell do you think? I'm so glad Chris told him. Why do your words carry more weight than everybody else? We supposed to believe you and Ashley, goddamn scam artists, her and Sheila out here scamming old white people, knocking on their damn doors, and Ashley telling everybody they're her daddy? No, we don't trust you niggas. We don't trust y'all. And what's wrong with not trusting? You have a pattern of behavior. Prove yourself otherwise. Change your behavior. Maybe we'll believe you. 5 different instances. Who was that man talking at the end? That was Hank. Why is Hank making jokes about Michael with having Michael's hand up his ass? What's that about? I don't know. I asked him, Monique, you ain't. And I don't like the way Andy set Monique up, talking about this season you were a little bit more tame and you were sober and all this other shit. I didn't like the way he set that up for Monique. But he's right. Your ass would have been messy if you had a more drinks. If you next season, we're gonna see the messiness come back for you, Monique. You didn't have the energy because you was creating life. I said someone's gonna need to break this shit down for me because I'm like a goddamn. You know how they have when they're investigating crimes, and they got everybody's picture on the board with damn strings and shit tied to each one. That's what we got to do with this Michael situation, because it was so convoluted. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. That's the reason why I said, let me watch this again. I have it at home. I was writing down every time somebody said something, what they said. Ray saw it. Chris heard it. Monique heard it. Everybody heard it, but you, Ashley, girl, no, we don't believe you. We don't believe you. Ashley ain't messing up that bag for nobody. She's getting to that bag. It don't matter if her husband could stick his whole goddamn fist up somebody's ass. She wouldn't know. She don't. He's innocent. Oh, so you think he did it? Bitch, yes. Yes, we do. And I'm glad Giselle told her ass too. I told you to your goddamn face, bitch. You asked me, do I think he did? And I said, yes, he did. Yes, I do. So what's no talking behind your back, bitch? I told you to your face, I think your husband did it. Now, what's next? What is next? Hold on. Let me go back. Giselle said, what did Giselle say? That she told Michael that day to stop it. Do y'all believe Giselle? Do y'all believe that Giselle told Michael that day? And the way that they went back and showed how far she was away from him. And even in that clip, it looks like Ashley saw and acted like she didn't see. I don't know if anybody else noticed it, but Ashley looked like she saw. And I'm just, maybe that's just me, because I don't really care for Ashley, but it looked like she looked down and act like she wasn't looking. Like maybe he gonna be with it. Maybe we're gonna have a little threesome tonight with Katie's ex-husband. And what's wrong with saying we believe that it actually happened? That's what Robin said. And I'm like, yes, somebody with some damn logic. What's wrong with saying that we believe these people? What's wrong with it? You have a pattern of behavior, my nigga. What's wrong with saying we believe these people? Let me move over here. I was gonna say husband. You see, he had a lot of shade, even when he got to Robin. And you see, did you see them when they rapped the husbands? How Michael and Ashley got together to, go over what just happened. You see, I got Robin. Yeah, they was. I don't trust them motherfuckers. I hope they don't come back. Robin, you were so drunk. You were so drunk you could barely stand up. So I'm gonna believe you, white man, over Ray. I believe Ray. I believe that old ass black man over your old ass. Over your old ass. I believe Ray. Ray said he saw Andy. He saw you touch Andy's ass. And on Watch What Happens Live, Andy said the people around him said, yes, it did happen. Andy said he don't remember. So you didn't touch, and you didn't tried Andy. You didn't tried these cameramen. You didn't tried some producers. You didn't tried another woman's husband. You make comments about grabbing people's asses. I'm glad they showed that. You made a comment about grabbing my ass. That's what Ray said. Then they showed the clip. So what is this thing? Because I'm sorry, maybe I'm just not as versed in Australian culture. I know y'all racist as fuck down there, but I ain't never heard of no motherfucker grabbing somebody's ass to say hello as a greeting. Never. That's a lie. Y'all lying. Y'all lying. Michael is so nasty. He has said he don't care about talking to anybody. I'm speaking to Candace. Ashley was trespassing. I didn't like that they laughed at Candace for saying that Ashley was trespassing. Although the timeline, like the butter knife, came before she asked Ashley to leave. But still, when I asked you to leave my home and the first time you come back, that's trespassing. Second time you come back, that's trespassing. If you understand your ground state and she would have got shot in the middle of her goddamn forehead, it wouldn't have been easy. It wouldn't have been hard as a target to get right in smack dab of Hello Kitty's forehead. That she would have been well within her right. Do you understand me? So she was trespassing. I don't like the fact that they laughed at her. And I'm glad Chris was like, yeah, she was trespassing. Now, the butter knife, the butter knife came before that, Candace, but she was still trespassing. Legally, she broke the law. Why does Michael get to discredit everyone? Why does his words carry more weight? I'm glad Chris said something to Michael. Michael had a little snappy comeback ready for every person, doesn't he? It's too bad he can't live in his truth, whatever the truth is. One left. It's no big deal, so why do they need to care if she doesn't? If Ashley doesn't care, why does everybody else need to care? Why does everybody else need to be sensitive? Why does everybody else need to have compassion for you? You don't care and y'all innocent. Right? Right? Ashley, Karen said, you know, Ashley knows where I stand with this. I think Karen was being straightforward. I think she was being transparent. And I think she was leaving no room for anybody to mischaracterize what she was trying to say or trying to miscommunicate what she was meant to say, what she meant to say. There's no guilt and there's no innocent. There is a question mark where it comes to you, because one, you have a pattern of behavior, and two, this thing was thrown out, so nobody can really get to anything. So it's a question mark. And from Karen's vantage point, there is a question mark. Well, I don't say anything about you cheating with when I actually saw you with this man. Y'all didn't see nothing. So now we got to see it in order for, if somebody else is saying it and he's saying it, y'all got to see it now. Y'all got to see it on video. Bottom line, no one believes Michael. Ashley was over talking Karen because she didn't want Karen to get out what she was saying, because she knows Karen has a point. And everybody is saying to you that they wanted him to apologize to you, and he eventually said some shit about her and their Gullum baby. But I really hope that they're not on next season, because like I said, I don't trust none of you bitches on the stage, none of y'all. Because if y'all knew that he was fucking with producers and did nobody say nothing, and this man was allowed to film a whole goddamn season and come to the reunion, but Katie was not invited. Y'all invite a predator, but you don't invite someone that could possibly speak for herself. Y'all had her in a clip. Y'all should have removed Katie from all clips if she wasn't going to be invited to the show, to the reunion. That shit is crazy. Andy had a cute toast at the end. He looked like he was just like, at some points, Andy was like, I'm just going to let them argue. I'm not going to try to stop these people from arguing. That's how he looked to me. Like, whatever. I don't even think I'm parked right. I might be. I need to park. I'm going to stay right here. That was it for the show, y'all. And Real Housewives of Atlanta is coming back. I will be watching this season, and I will be reviewing this season. That picture that they took, baby, they look like the Coven. They look so goddamn good, and I cannot wait. I'm letting y'all know now. I don't have a dog in this fight. Now, I used to go hard. I used to go up for Kenya Moore because I'm always here for a smart, pretty girl. A smart, beautiful black woman. I'm always here for a smart, beautiful black woman. Now, we're going to see how that's going to go. Portia, hopefully she has grown. We're going to see. Because I wasn't a fan of Portia before. But she's been growing on me. I want to see how this season is going to go with Kenya. And I'm sure that the ratings, because y'all love to hate watch people. Right? Not y'all, but y'all. Y'all love to hate watch people. So, them ratings, they're going to go up, and we're going to see. And y'all not going to be able to attribute it to nobody else but Kenya motherfucking Moore. That's it. Because she's the only person coming back. So we're going to see. That is my time, y'all. I hope y'all, I hope somebody can break down to me what they saw with Michael and how many times he was accused and all that shit. And then, like Candace said during the break, he is arrogant, dangerous, and entitled. Arrogant, entitled, and dangerous. And she's right. Because he's sitting up there all cocky and shit, and then gonna tell those women that they should be ashamed of themselves. Maybe he meant y'all knew and y'all didn't say nothing. Y'all need to be ashamed of yourselves. Because that's what I say. Not ashamed of yourselves because we was holding you accountable, Michael, but ashamed of themselves because they didn't say nothing to nobody. HR called Chris. Why y'all didn't tell anybody else that Michael was touching your producers' asses? No. And he's been on the show how many seasons? And y'all haven't said nothing? I don't trust you. None of you bitches. None of you. Robin, Giselle, Ashley, Candace. None of y'all. If y'all could have said something about Michael and a producer, y'all didn't say nothing because y'all thought the gay joke would be funnier, didn't you? You thought him being gay would be a funnier joke, would be a funnier storyline. No, this man is going around violating people. Touching people without their consent. I still want to know what the fuck is up with Monique, with Hank and Michael. I want to know that. Because that whole story, that didn't even sound right. Nothing about that story about Monique and Monique's cousin. Very handsome dude. They showed a little clip. He was at the party. Y'all making jokes. I didn't touch your butt. Come on, let's go have a drink. What was that about? Y'all, you didn't even explain that. You didn't explain that, Michael. That shit was crazy to me. That whole thing, I was like, this shit is too convoluted for me. And it's too many lies. And that's what happens. Nothing, when somebody starts lying and about everything, the stories, nothing makes sense because it's a lie. The truth makes sense, honey. I don't give a fuck if you don't like the truth or not. If it hurts or not. When somebody tells the truth, it just makes sense. It makes sense. You like, that makes sense. When it doesn't make sense, and when it's a bunch of lies, that's a lie. It don't make sense. This doesn't make sense. None of the stories go. None of them, nothing. Nothing. What are you talking about, Chris with the ascot? What are you talking about? What are you saying? Black Chris, what are you talking about? He looks good. Looks like he lost a lot of weight, Chris. But, honey, all that shit was crazy to me. All of it. I was like, ugh, I don't trust you whores. Not at all. Y'all let people who are supposed to be filming you, let them get touched by this man. And y'all don't say nothing. Even Andy was shocked, like, wait, y'all what? He did it to who else? My hair is grown. Look at that. I have to cut. I've been lazy. All right. Anyways, y'all, I'm out of here. Y'all take care of each other. Protect your energy and tell the truth. Peace.